And welcome to IDD Wells Barnett High School, where tonight the IBW lacrosse team plays host to the Ulysses S. Grant Generals from East Portland. IDD Wells High School and the OHSLA would like you to know that we promote good sportsmanship by participants and fans at all athletic events. Sportsmanship is about respect for opponents, officials, teammates, coaches, and especially for the game itself. Booing, negative cheers, or derogatory comments directed at individual players, officials, or coaches is prohibited. At this time, we would invite you to stand and direct your attention to the southeast corner of the field, and our very own George Ramsey will be singing the national anthem. Take it away, George. Okay, yeah. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? All right, George, not just a talented defender, as you can hear. I'd now like to announce the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Grant Generals. In goal, number 10, Lucas Dieter. Attack, number 3, Miles Hess. Defense, number 4, Sam Skelton. Defense, number 5, Austin Yu. Attack, number 13, Elliot Fee. Defense, number 17, Quinn Howells. Defense, number 18, Eli Katz. Midi, number 19, Marshall Brower. Midi, number 22, Emmett Warner. And Midi, number 23, Liam Martin. And now, for the home IDD Wells lacrosse team, we have in goal, number 28, senior Ethan Volk. Midi, number 5, senior Sam McCoo. Midi, number 8, freshman Max Nelson. Midi, number 9, freshman Michael Cannell. Attack, number 11, senior Matthew Hot Sauce Dowling. Attack, number 21, junior Eli Hart. Defense, number 22, junior Grant Towers. Long stick midi, junior number 25, Eddie Cannell. Defense, number 27, junior Connor Peterson. And finally, number 46, attack, freshman Spencer Litwin.
Now you've had your starting lineup from the Wilson announcer. We're just about ready to get started here. Sam Skelton will face off, I believe, against Max Nelson. And it is Nelson. Nelson gets a draw, can't pick up the ball. Fight for it along the side. Ball's going to roll out of bounds. No, it's not. Still no release. And now the ball goes into the offensive zone for the Generals, and we have a release. And the Generals pick it up first. That's Miles Hess with the ground ball out front. Generals will move to set it up. Generals come in 3-0 with a 1-0 conference record. The Trojans, Ida B. Wells, are 2-1, 0-1 in the conference. Ida B. Wells used to be known as Wilson High School, so if I slip up, they're the same school. Who just changed their name last year. Jackson Schlicker with the ball out top. Goalie's top right. Dodging to the right. Looking for a no slide. Nice job by the middies there. Pass inside to Brower, just high. Schlicker chases it down. For those of you watching for the first time, there's no shot clock. Once the team is able to get the ball into their offensive zone, which is below the 30-yard line inside those pipes. And there it is, as I'm telling you the rules. Jackson
Shot goal for Grant.
Dodges down the right
Number
side.
25, Jackson Schlicker.
Sneaks it by the goalie's right leg to the outside. Nice little shot there by Jackson, and the Generals take a 1-0 lead. So they'll line it back up at the center X, and looks like both teams will go with the same face-off specialist. Max Nelson, the freshman midi from Wilson, will go up against the senior, number 4, Sam Skelton, long stick midi for the Generals. They'll get him set. Here's your whistle. Again, the freshman pulls it out quickly, and that time is able to almost pick it up. Thought he had it. No release, though. And now it's inside the Trojans' offensive end. And coming away with it is Grant Howell. Throws it back to the center
Goal
of the
for
field.
Wells. Number 11.
Great steal there.
Hot sauce, Dowling.
As you can hear the announcer in the background, Matt Dowling is known as Hot Sauce. He picks off the errant pass and plugs it home right away. Ida B. Wells ties it up, 1-1. Heads up play there by the senior attackman. Hot Sauce. I like that. Same two at the center X. Nelson. Got the first two. Does he get the third? He does get the third. And he's able to pick it up. Oh, but then loses it on the check. He had the face-off win. Lost it on the check, and Sam Skelton corrals it for the Generals and goes to Hess, and they'll reload. Hess takes it around to X. Position behind the goal, they call the X. Where they face off is the center X. And now the Generals will set it up. And substituted defense for offense, and here comes Jackson Schlicker with a dodge down the right side. Steads goes left, back across the middle, shot! High. That's 23, Liam Martin, the senior. Just high right. Hess takes it from X, up to Elliott Fee. Back out top, again to Liam Martin. Second shot, he gets that one.
Goal for Grant High School. Number 23, Liam Martin.
Liam Martin, the senior, able to put that home. Shout out to Liam and the rest of the Grant Constitution team, which earned second place in the National Constitutional Law Contest among all high schools in the country. Great accomplishment by the Generals, and Liam was a part of that team. Congratulations, Grant. So it looks like the Trojans have switched their face-off man. Sam Skelton is still there for the Generals. For the Trojans, it's 33, Miles Anderson. Generals win the face-off. That is Liam Thompson with the ball. Gets a ground ball pickup and gets it into the offensive end. So the Generals have the ball again. Fee behind the cage at X. You'll see Emmett Warner running off the field. He'll get a substitute as they trade defense for offense, and now they have the team they want. Sully Kroger checks in for the first time. He's there with Henry Southern. The senior is playing his first game of the year after being injured for the first 3 games. Sully down the left side, goes to X. Hess back to Everett Brower. Excuse me, Everett's his brother. That's Marshall Brower. Marshall Brower back to Hess. Hess drives up to the right, passes it up top to Kroger. Kroger will take it all the way up top, look for the dodge, stick in his right hand. Comes across to the right, fakes a pass. Now he goes down to Fee. Fee over to Hess. Hess comes around up to the goalie's left side. Now back to Fee. Fee underneath. Scores! It's going to be an unassisted goal by Elliot Fee, the sophomore attacker.
Goal for Grant, number 13, Elliot Fee.
So a lot of offense here early on both sides. You've got 4 goals in the first 4 minutes. Looks like we've got a new face-off guy out there now for the Generals. That's Damon Shorey, again with the long stick. He's up against Miles Anderson, pulls it out, but it's 25. He's able to pick it up for the Trojans. That's Eddie Canal. Eddie Canal with the ground ball, picks it up, taking it all the way in, looking for help, finds it on the outside. That's Eli Hart, and the Trojans for the first time will spin it around the outside. That's Matthew Doling. Hot Sauce has got the only goal for the Trojans so far. Up top to Sam Castellano. Castellano from left to right. He comes back up. That's Anderson. Anderson down low. Gets it down to Hot Sauce. He just can't quit using that nickname. 21 is Eli Hart. He loses the ball, and that's Emmett Warner. He picks up the ground ball. They got a fast break. We'll see if they try to take advantage. Warner pulls it out. Instead of taking it to goal, Emmett decided to pull it out and go get the Generals to get reset. Into the game is Noah Lewis, number 2. He goes over to Liam Thompson. A couple of sophomores play back and forth, and the third sophomore, Sully Kroger, checks in. He's at X. Those are your midfielders right now for the Generals. Hess all the way across the top. Kroger wasn't looking for it, over his head, too high. That's a turnover, and the Trojans to get the ball on the side. Anderson picks it up. He'll toss it back to. That's a Kiradib there with the ball. Across the 22, back to 5. Sam McCoo. So Sam McCoo clears for the Trojans, and they get the ball at the offensive end, looking to put their second goal on the board. Up on the outside, 21, Eli Hart looking for room. Nothing there against Eli Cates. A couple of Eli's going off against each other. McCoo has it on goalie's top left. Back to Deeb. Deeb with the dodge on the right side, thought about it. Instead goes underneath to his attackman at X. Hamilton. Back to Hamilton. Gets roughed up a bit, and that's going to be a penalty. Referee thinks that was too much. What's he got here? Looks like he's got a cross check, and that's going to be on Sam Skelton.
Grant penalty, cross check.
So Sam Skelton will spend a minute in the box.
Wells will be man up for 1 minute.
Sam's hands were too far apart on his stick when he pushed the offensive player. That's a cross check. And Dowling will bring it in for the Trojans. So Wilson is man up. 6 on 5 here for at least for a minute. A shot right away. Ball doesn't go out of bounds. Yu picks it up. Oh, slips it back in, right to the Trojan defense. And they get it again. Dowling has it again, and Yu takes his place back in the back of the zone. Shot out top. Oh, rocket. Eli Hart fires it, but Lucas Dieter is up to the task. Makes a save for the Generals. And he goes out to long pole Austin Yu. Yu will bring it up. Pass across the middle to Warner. Warner takes the ball horizontally. Needs to get inside the box. Gets triple teamed. Still being held. Ball's down and picked up now by McCoo. Nice job there by the Trojans, not letting Warner into the box. They have 10 seconds from midfield to the box. Otherwise, they have failure to advance, which is a violation. Ball back on top. McCoo with a shot. Bounces it over the top of the cage. Again, for those of you just watching across for the first time, the team that is closest to the ball, where it goes out, when it goes out after a shot, gets the ball back, and that's what happened there. That's why Wilson got the ball. Ball goes through, so on a pass, after the offensive team has a possession inside their box, if the ball goes over midfield, that's over and back. That's a violation. That's what happened there. Referee blows the whistle, and Grant gets the ball back. The Generals will try to add to their 2-goal lead here. 4.5 minutes left in the first quarter. 3-1 Generals. Ball's out top to Martin. He's got one so far. And over to Henry Southern. Henry Southern with those long legs takes it down the left side. Looking for help. Back up top to Martin. Martin around to Graham Beaver inside. He had Hess just a little off there. Southern runs it down. Scoops it and saves it back into the waiting hands of Deeb. Deeb picks it up. He's trying to get rid of it and is going to get a penalty. Looks like one of the Generals hit him in the noggin. I think we're going to have a slashing call. They're not going to blow the whistle, though, unless Wilson loses the ball. And that's what they just did.
Warn him, guys. Warn him. Come on, guys.
So on the
Grand penalty coming up.
So on the flag, the officials will play advantage. Since the flag was on Grant and Wilson had the ball, they did not blow the whistle. They waited until the Generals were able to get the ball back, and then they assessed the penalty. 1 minute. And the penalty is on number 9, Graham Beaver. So again, the Trojans have a man-up situation.
Which one? Yours out there?
3:45 left in the first quarter. Anderson brings it in. They'll work it around the outside. Ball's out top. Anderson looking for a shot. Has it. Hits Lucas. Dieter in the stick. He gets a save for that. And nice pass by the goalie to Sam Skelton. Streaking towards the middle of the field. Right hand to left hand. Gets it to Brower. And they're a man down, so they're going to run some clock. You notice they did not try to attack there. They're still a man down, even though they got the ball back. The Generals have 5 field players to Wilson's 6. It looks like they're going to be content to kill the penalty. Wilson is starting to, looking like they were going to put pressure on. Instead, they're going to hang back. Because they've touched the ball inside the 30, there's no hurry for them. No shot clock here. 2:45 left in the first quarter, and we're back to even strength. Fee steps in, and we have 6 on 6. So we'll see where the Generals go now. Looks like they're still in the. Well, they've gone to. Trying to figure out what offense they're in. Schlicker with a dodge down the right side goes to Hess, back to Fee. Fee looking, over to Hess, looking up top. Trojans are really packing it in right now. Up top, there's Liam Martin. He's looking for another shot, another lefty shot. That one slipped out of his stick. I think he'll claim that he had a greaser ball on that one. But it was a shot, and the Generals were closest, so they get the ball back. Fee brings it into Hess. And back up to the midfield.
And Damon, what is a greaser ball?
The question, what is a greaser ball? The balls can get slippery, and when they do, they call them the greaser. Oh, shot. Hold on here. A shot by Schlicker. Great save.
Ethan Volk.
Ethan Volk with his first big save, and that was a nice one. Hess picks up a ground ball. Oh, and a steal there. Hess was trying to find Fee on the crease. Wasn't able to do it. Ball stolen. McCoo has it. Tosses it up, mishandled and picked back up. Nice play. Oh, they're trying to get it downfield. Race for the ball. Two generals there. But that's what a play.
Good job, guys.
Dowling gives it a great effort there, playing 1-on-2. I thought he was going to get it for Wilson. Excuse me, I had to be Wells. But the ball ends up in the general's stick. So Dieter will bring it up as a goalie. He sees a guy across midfield. That's Martin. Martin has room. So they had Sam Skelton streaking down the middle with his long pole, looking for a chance to shoot. Liam thinks better of it and packs it in, and the Generals will exchange personnel again. Southern and Martin out top, the two seniors. Guarding them, we have Deeb and the long pole. Number 9, Canal. Oh!
Goal for Grant. Number 3, Miles Hess.
So of course I missed the call on my own kid's goal, but Miles is able to sneak one in, and the score with 22 seconds left in the quarter is now 4-1. Is that unassisted?
I didn't see that part.
We didn't catch whether or not there's an assist on that or not. We'll find out from the...
I think it might have been, because I think it was a quick throw at the end of the middle. They only have a little 7-inch screen to watch.
That's Chris Shorey on the video, providing the expert commentary. In the meantime, Skelton picks one up off the face-off. He's going to shoot. Oh, another great save!
Big save, even goal.
2 great saves here to end the quarter. Coming off a long pole, that is a tough play. And that'll end your first quarter.
And the first quarter comes to conclusion with the R.W. Wells Barnett lacrosse team 1, Grant Generals 4.
What do you guys put up to?
Back to start the second quarter.
Oh, you forgot to finish your story about the greaser.
Oh, the greaser balls. So a greaser ball, typically the lacrosse balls have some tack to them. So they're a little bit sticky. They hold better in the stick. So when the ball comes off the strings, that tackiness helps the player give the ball direction. If the ball gets slick, then the ball can slip out off the top of the stick. So on the shot that Liam Martin had where the ball went harmlessly over the cage, that is typically the sign of a ball that is a little bit greasy and you'll call it a greaser. And if you have a bad shot that tends to sail high over the cage, you almost always blame the ball. We'll find out after the game whether that was the case with Liam.
Yeah.
Our face-off specialists to start the game are back at it. The freshman Nelson against the senior Skelton. Ball scrum in the middle, and there's Martin with a nice pickup. Leo Martin is able to get the ground ball. Generals win the face-off, and they'll check it in here. Skelton stays on the field with the long pole, always looking for a chance to get a goal, and they call him off. So Liam will hold. And into the game comes number 25, Jackson Schlicker. And along with him, number 9, the senior, Graham Beaver. Schlicker, the lone sophomore on the line with the 2 seniors right now at the midfield. Generals have the same starting attack. Liam fakes right, goes to the left, back to his right hand, looking for help. Goes down to Hess. Hess with the stick in the left hand, looking inside, instead goes to the top, over to Beaver. To Schlicker. Schlicker has an idea with the right hand, goes to the left, throws it up high. Nice grab by Martin. Martin presses. Hess up top to Fee, passes a little high, otherwise I think he was shooting. Back from Fee over to Hess. Hess guy comes up quickly. What a play by Liam Martin with the left hand. I believe that is his second left-handed goal and an assist from Hess. So the seniors got 2. Liam Martin with his second goal of the game. On that offensive set, the Generals inverted their offense, so the midfielders went down to the goal line extended and behind into the X position, while the attack players for the Generals came up above the goal. And that's why you had Hess and Fee feeding to the middies like Martin. There's a quick whistle on the face-off. The freshman had it again. He's gotten a couple of draws there. He's been unable to pick up the ball, and they do. Trojans do get the ball. Nice pickup by number 6, Marcus Iconis. Does a nice job of bringing the ball down into the offensive end for the Trojans. Back below to Hot Sauce. He'll take it from X with Austin Yu guarding him. Tickling him a bit with the stick shot. No one there behind the goal for the Trojans to back it up. And the goalie Lucas Dieter hustles back. He follows it and the Generals get the ball back. Lucas Dieter brings it up. Goalie, long pass over the top to Emmett Warner. One-hander, just not quite there. Warner's going to try to pick it up anyway. There's Hess looking for it, back to Warner. And he finally gets a pickup. And it looks like they had touched it in. I'm not sure that they did. It could have been a failure call. But of course the officials wouldn't have been wrong. Warner tosses it to Kroger, and Kroger will wait for help. Up top, that's Henry Southern and Graham Beaver waiting to check in, and the Generals will have their offensive team on the field. So Southern takes the ball to the goalie's top right, looking to place Beaver on the right side. Looking for a dodge down the right. Instead, he goes left. Rolls back around the outside. There's Fee. Fee looking inside. Nothing there. Over to Hess. Hess up top. Back to Fee. Shot. Oh, great save. Ethan Volk able to pound that one out of the way. Southern takes the ball. Looking for Hess. Back at X. There's Hess. Hess back to Southern. Southern thinking. Nope. Up to Beaver. Beaver to Fee. They'll rotate a bit. You've got your attackman now up top. Another invert here. Hess down at GLE. They'll take it around through X. Goes cross field to Fee. Fee with one step. Gets another. Just off the goalie's left-hand side. That is a tough
Goal
spot.
for Grant, number 13, Elliot Fee.
So Elliot Fee on the goal on a feed from Hess. Beats the goalie on the hip, off stick. So he's got his stick on the right side. He hits that left hip. That's a tough place for the goalie to save a ball. Nice shot by Elliot Fee. It looks like Damon Shorey will face off this time for Grant. We've got Liam Thompson on this side and Noah Lewis on the far side, 2 sophomores for the Generals. Cannell on the near side for the Trojans and Deeb on the far side. Ball gets squirted towards the offensive end, now into the box. They get a release. There's Damon Shorey. He's going to get a face-off win and a ground ball. Nice job there by Shorey. So the long stick will check out. And in comes the Shorty replacing him. And with 8.5 left, the Generals are on the attack again. And then Thompson with the ball. Crisscrosses with Lewis. Back up to Lewis. Lewis to Fee. Fee dodges inside. Pass to the right. Shot there by Rowan Ibsen. Ibsen was open and a quick shot was just a bit high. And Brower brings it in for the Generals. Brower with the stick in his left hand. Back out top. There's Lewis. Lewis looking for Fee. Yeah, that's Fee. As the Generals invert again. And attackman out front. Fee looking across for Brower. Brower goes inside. Oh, a try by Liam Thompson. No one there to back it up. But Trojans and Grant Towers will bring it in for the Trojans. Good defensive set there for the Trojans. They'll try to clear the ball.
This is it. Let's get it going.
Pass across the top. Now Hot Sauce. Hot Sauce down the right, being hounded there by Elliott Yu. Makes a move to goal. Comes back out. Yu is able to disrupt the pass, but picked up nicely there by Eli Hart. With Eli Cates on him. Again, that's the Eli magic. Oh, mishandled pass. And picked up quickly by Liam Thompson. He's got a fast break. Let's see what he decides to do. Going to goal. Down to Fee. Fee looking across field. Comes underhand back up top to Warner. And it looks like the Generals will be content to set it up again. It's a very controlled offense that Grant runs. But that fast break's not there right away. They typically will pull it out and get the offensive players in they want.
Oh yeah, I got it.
So Schlicker will bring the ball down. The right side for the Generals. Makes a play out of move there. Thinks better of it. Comes back up top to Thompson. Thompson around to the left side. And then the Trojans packing it in. Getting instructions from the bench. We'll see if they're going to try something new here. Dodge down the right side. He's looking to get a defensive player to slide to him. Pass across the middle to Martin. Martin over to Fee. Rowan Ibsen sneaking up from X. Fee keeps it up top. Puts it in his left hand. And goes down to Ibsen. Ibsen from X back up top. Nice defense by the Trojans. Ball's across the top again. Grant initiates from midfield. Passing is quick. Schlicker, the fake to the right. Shot. Ooh. Oh. Wow. Shot out of a crossbow.
25, Jackson Schlicker.
Schlicker, who has some heat on those throws, is able to find the net on that one. Top left of the goalie. Nothing he could do there. And the Generals extend their lead now to 7-1. 5.5 minutes left in the second quarter.
All right, Green. Get possession. Let's go.
Sam Skelton is going to face off against Miles Anderson, the junior midfielder, for the Ida B. Wells Trojans. Scoring the middle ball squirts out towards the Ida B. Wells end. Picked up quickly by Emmett Warner. He dangles that stick out front, keeping it away from his defensive player. Touches the ball in. Now we'll look for help. Skelton runs off. Warner waits for the new player to come in, drops it there. As long as the ball doesn't go out of bounds and the players are not out of bounds when they touch it, that's a fine play, and the Generals reset. Graham Beaver, senior midi, looks for the dodge. Comes to the right and shoots right away. Just wide. Generals back it up. Nice shot by Beaver. Brower looks over to Ibsen. Ibsen to the right, comes back to his right. Looking for the dodge or a slide. Offense wants to get a defender to slide because then they have got to start switching men, and that's where the chaos ensues and the offense is able to take advantage. Pass up top. Oh, Brower was cutting there. Fee saw him. Wasn't able to complete the pass, and the ball rolls over the midline.
It's going to be an over and back possession, Wells.
And that's an over and back call, as you just heard. And Wells, Ida-B Wells, gets the ball back. So now with 4.5 minutes left, the Trojans try to get something going here at the offensive end. Hot sauce behind the cage being hounded by you. Ball comes out top. Hart to his left, back to his right. All the way across the midfield, being hounded by Skelton. That's a tough assignment there for McCoo. Simon Skelton, the Illinois Wesleyan bound senior. Dodge down the right side. Back to X. Pass in the middle. Chance at a shot. Nope, decides not to. McCoo pulls it out. Ball goes down momentarily. Ball's still down. And we have a pickup there by Noah Lewis. Runs away from trouble. He's going to try to bring it inside for a fast break. Nope, he's going to bring it back out again. Couple of quick fakes, no advantage. As McCoo stays on him like white on rice. No place for Lewis to go. Ball gets banged around the outside by the Generals. Fee has it up top. Being hounded there by 22, Grant Towers. Nice defense by Grant. Grant Towers, that is. Pass over to the right side. That's Sully Kroger with the ball in his stick in his left hand. Back to the right. Goes for the pass. Ball slips out. Looking to recover, and he does. Nope. Ball's down again. Still down. Got a little wild rumpus going on the far side. And picked up nicely by Noah Lewis. Looks inside. There's a chance for Ibsen. Goes through his stick and over to Thompson.
Oh, up the loose ball. Liam Thompson.
Liam Thompson picks up the ball loose right in front of the crease and is able to put one home for the Generals. Right place, right time. Good looking pass to start that all off by Noah Lewis. And so we're back to the face-off X. Same starters. Freshman Nelson. Senior Skelton. The side looks like we've got Cannell going up against Southern. They'll fly in from the wings. There's Nelson again with a quick draw. Thinks he's got pushed from the back, and he did. See that referee on the far side raised his hand right away when Nelson got pushed in the back, and so he gets the ball back.
Ball push, possession, Wells.
So Nelson gets a face-off win. Nice job there by the freshman. Good-looking player. Hot sauce passes it back up top. Nelson with the ball being hounded by Skelton. Oh, poked away. Haven't called his name too much yet. Quinn Howells, number 17, who's been playing
And
well.
that's a timeout for Wells.
Knocks the ball out of the inline, and with that, the Ida-B Wells Trojans call timeout. 2 minutes left in the first half. They'll set something up to try to get one on the board here.
With 2:06 left in the second quarter, it's Ida-B Wells 1, Grant 8.
So far, it's been mostly a Grant show, but this lacrosse game can change in a hurry. Swings are a part of the sport. So the Trojans will try to get something started here at their offensive end. So far, their attack has been the most dangerous. Some good shots. Just have only been able to get the single goal in by Matthew Hot Sauce Dowling just minutes into the game. Beautiful night up here in the southeast hills of Portland, Oregon. Some cloud covered, but no wind and a great sunset. Just happy to be watching the boys play at this point. In our last broadcast, I talked about the state tournament that they were still planning to hold. They are no longer planning to hold the state tournament. So this year the teams will play their 7 or 8 game schedule, but will not have a chance to play for a championship. There is an end of year tournament that teams can enter, and then will be seeded, but it will include teams from Oregon and Washington. So that'll be the tournament that these programs play in if they'd like. Back to live action. Trojans have the ball and they take it in from X. Ball's on the far side. Ooh, nice move out there by McCoo. McCoo to the inside. Back to X. Hot sauce over to McCoo. Those two really control the ball well. Looking for Deeb up top. Deeb will now try to dodge down the right side. Being hounded by Skelton. Passed off there to Warner.
Come on, come on.
Deeb up top. He passes the ball over to Nelson. Nope, I'm sorry, that's not Nelson. That's Hart. Go to the far side. Quinn House. Defense playing on McCoo. Gets help right there from you. Knocked down. No call. Picked up momentarily by McCoo. But Bieber ends up with the ball. And clears it for the Generals. Nice play there by Bieber. I think I just called him Bieber. Sorry, Lucas. Get excited watching these plays. And the Generals get the ball down at their offensive end. Fee has the ball, making dodges left and right. Here's the call, yellow from the sideline. That's telling him to slow down. The team is substituting. He acknowledges, gets it back up top, and now Noah Lewis will initiate. Lewis goes left, across the cage. No pass down to Ibsen at his feet, unable to corral it. Ball goes harmlessly out of bounds.
Get a shot, Wilson.
And Towers will bring the ball in for the Trojans.
Towers
to Deeb.
Go long.
30 seconds.
Deeb looking for help. He's near the sideline, falls down, and the ball falls out of bounds. And the penalty is thrown. We got a flag thrown there. Not sure what the call is. No indication yet. The referee is explaining the call to Fee as he runs over to the side.
Wilson.
But there is a penalty. We'll see what the call is. And the call is definitely on Fee. Conversation may have been
I know we have a grant penalty coming up.
a trip. There's some discussion as to what they're going to call. It could be a trip. Again, they're going to call push instead. So in the eyes of the referee, he got him from behind. Push is a 30-second technical. That will basically give the Trojans the entire 25 seconds here to try to get a goal.
We have 30-second penalty.
McCoo with the ball at midfield. Anderson to his right. Dowling to his left. He jogs it in, over to Dowling. Back to McCoo. McCoo looks. Thinks about it. Over to Dowling. Pass down low. Dowling again. To McCoo. McCoo loads. Sees a guy. Ooh! Castellano there on the PLE. They're not going to get a shot, but because they were in possession of the ball,
And the half comes to a close with IW Wells 1 and Grant 8.
So because the Trojans were holding the ball during a penalty, they will get the ball to start the second half and have 5 seconds of man up. So at the end of the first half of play, your score here, Generals 8, Trojans 1. We'll be back with you in just a bit.
try to close the gap. Currently, Wells 1, Grant 8.
Back with you here at the Ida B. Wells Stadium in southeast Portland. Halftime statistics. Shots on goal, Grant got 16. Wells had 6. Ground balls, Grant 13, Wells 4. And saves, each goalie had 2. Scoring for the Wells Trojans, Matthew Doling has an unassisted goal. For the Generals,
Wells will begin possession. Last few seconds of their man up.
For the Generals, Liam Thompson has a goal. Miles Hess has a goal. Liam Martin. Oh, quick shot! Right off of
Shot by Eli Hart.
right off of the inbounds play. Wilson was still up a man. That's where they got the ball. Quick shot by Eli Hart, unsuccessful. The Generals try to clear. Scrum at midfield. Ball goes down and back over to Eli Cates. Nice ground ball pickup. Dieter has the ball. Over to Cates. Cates runs it up. Looking for help across the line. Goes across. They get the clear. And the Generals will have the ball on offense. And Schlicker tosses the ball down to Hess and they'll wait for the exchange. Scoring for the Generals in the first half. Liam Thompson with a goal. Miles Hess with a goal and 2 assists. Liam Martin 2 goals and 2 assists. Elliot Fee with 2 goals and an assist. And Jackson Schlicker has 2 goals to round out the scoring for Grant. Liam Martin up at the goalie's top left. He'll initiate, looking for a right-hand dodge. Nope, he goes left with the left hand. Looking for his third. Doesn't pull the trigger. Over to Southern. Southern looks inside. Not there. Miles Whiteford is checked in, number 1 for the Generals. Ball on the far side to Fee. Nope, that's not Fee. That's 12. That is George Van Schrick. Quick dodge by Schlicker. Right-handed shot sails left of the goalie. That's Sam Grube who's checked in. I'm sorry, that's Sam Grube who's checked in with Miles Whiteford on attack for Grant. So a couple of substitutions here to start the second half for the Generals. Martin on the left side. Martin drives down to the left, spins back to the right, looks at a shot, goes instead to Schlicker. Schlicker sees Whiteford, rolls the ball down to the right. They go down underneath the X. Whiteford, the sophomore, drives up to the right side and is able to sneak it by the goalie's
Goal for
left
Grant,
shoulder.
number 1, Miles Whiteford.
Miles Whiteford with a nice play there, unassisted, cutting up from X.
House take the face off for Wells, number 33, Miles Anderson.
So Miles Anderson will face off against Sam Skelton at the center X. Same defensive starters for the Generals. Sam Grube and Miles Whiteford have checked in at attack for the Generals there with Miles Hess. Liam Thompson's on this side. Anderson and Skelton face off. Ball's held up. Picked up nicely there by 25. Cannell. Ball was picked up momentarily by Cates. Flies out of the stick. Now we have it to up top. And that's Deeb with the ball. Deeb will take it to his left. And he's able to check the ball in. Ooh, what a check there by Skelton. We've got a call. So when Sam Skelton knocked a stick out of Deeb's hand and Deeb got in front of Skelton, that is playing without your stick, and that's a violation, and that's why the Generals get the ball there. He needed to just get out of the way and get his stick before he could re-enter the action. So the ball comes across to Thompson. Thompson from Skelton. Liam checks it in, meaning he gets the ball across the 30 to stop the timer. From midfield into the box, you have 10 seconds. Once they get that, then they have an unlimited amount of time. Ball comes up top to Beaver. Beaver's unable to corral
And
it.
that's an over and a back. Possession to Wells.
Ball goes across midfield, and Wells picks the ball up, and they'll have it there. Deeb on top. He's got low room. Over to 12. Baker with the ball. Ball goes down. Damon Shorey is checked in on him. Ball goes down again. Number 7 over there, George White, who's checked in for the Trojans, unable to pick it up. Looked like Shorey had a chance at it. There's Hess. Hess has the ball.
Aggressive.
He gets it through to Shorey, down on the doorstep. Oh, the pass just a little too far inside for Groob.
And that's a turnover. Possession to Wells. Behind the goal.
Saw the open guy, just couldn't quite make the connection. So Wells will go to clear the ball. General's in a ride. Gonna guard that midfield line. Ball goes to midfield, hits the ball down. It's on him. He's able to pick it up. Hess looking inside. Ooh, nice check there. Here's that big 23. Ramsey, it looks like. They're gonna call a push, and Hess is gonna get the ball back. I'm sorry, that's Towers. Grant Towers.
Push. Possession stays with Grant.
He's had a good game so far. Rugged defender. Rolls the ball back up to Thompson. Thompson will pick it up, playing there on Castellano. Here comes the dodge from the top. He'll go right. Defender comes over, shoots anyway. Ball goes just to the right of the cage, picked up by Groob. Nice ground ball there by Sam Groob, the senior attackman. Ball across to Noah Lewis. And a whistle by the goalie. Looks like we had an equipment malfunction.
Equipment malfunction. Stoppage of play.
Not sure what happened there. Oh, maybe his mask came down? Not sure. Safety first. Safety first. So there's no violation there. The official chose to stop the play, and they're not going to let Wilson sub. No substitution on that play. And so it looks like we'll start again. Noah Lewis with the ball to the goalie's top left. He backs up a couple of steps, puts the ball in his left hand. They come across top side. Fake to the left, back to his left. Oh! Nice bouncer.
Goal for Grant. Noah Lewis.
So Lewis runs across the front of the cage. That's what they call running topside. Using his left hand, fake back to the right, put the ball back in his left hand, and is able to
Taking
bounce
the
one.
face off for Wells will be Max Nelson.
Bounce one by the goalie. Nice shot there by Noah Lewis. His first goal of the ball game. Nelson and Skelton back out at the center X. 7.5 minutes left in the third quarter. General's now up 10-1. Nelson again with the quick rake. That freshman has really been doing a good job of getting the ball out. Hasn't always been able to pick it up. It's picked up there instead by Damon Shorey. And then Shorey looks ahead, had Martin unable to connect. Ball goes down, still down. Picked up there nicely by 23. Ramsey.
Nice pickup by George Ramsey. To Wells clears.
Great ground ball by George Ramsey. Ball goes down to Hart. Hart steps in, back out to Nelson. And the Trojans will collect themselves and see if they can't put their second goal of the game in here. Here's the offensive set. Dodge down the right side. Quick shot by Deeb, just to the left of the goal.
Chauvet Deeb. Possession will remain with Wells.
Backed up there. Ball out top. Ooh. Chance to Hart. Skips by to Nelson. Nelson back over to Deeb. Deeb to the right. Draws a slide. There goes Quinn after him. Quinn Howes trying to lift that bottom hand up. See if he can dispossess the ball. Yu is there on Dowling. Dowling with the ball in his left hand. Back to his right. To his left. And hounded there by Yu. Little rib tickling going on there below the GLE. Hart up to Deeb. No, that's Nelson. The freshman with the ball in his right hand. Looking for room down the right side. Driving on Damon Shorey. Rolls back to his left. Keeps it in his right. He'll throw to X. Knocked down there and just a bit too far out of bounds. Spencer Litwin couldn't quite get a hold of it. And here come the Generals. You with a long pass to Martin, who's there. He's got room in front of him. He'll touch it in and they'll get set. Off goes Shorey. Off goes Skelton. Whiteford back up to Martin. Substitutions for the Generals as they get their offensive team in. Back up top to Fee. And an attackman up there at the midfield. Looks like Elliot Fee's going to get some midfield time in here. Ball in his right hand. He's looking to go topside. He does. Back over to Martin. Over Martin's head. But there is Southern. Gets the ball down to X. Ball tossed to Whiteford. Couldn't quite
Out of
handle it.
bounds, possession to Wells.
Generals make a quick change. Put their long poles in. Well, they'll try to ride. As Ida B. Wells tries to clear. D with a long pass. Has a guy there. Nope. Broke it up nicely. By 29, he's checked in the game. Everett Berry with his first action so far tonight. Oh, here. Oh! God, I sometimes get choked up watching Sam Skelton run.
Shot and a goal, number 4, Sam Skelton.
Sam Skelton is able to pick up that ball, put the stick in his right hand, drop down low, and fire one sidearm. He collects his 3rd goal of the season. Tough to get a beat on those shots from the long stick players for a goalie. Sam Skelton is one of the best at it. So Sam will move off to the side as Liam Martin will take the face-off against Anderson, Miles Anderson for the Trojans. Skelton will take the near side. He'll go up against Eddie Cannell, the junior long stick midfielder. We got a double whistle. Looks like Martin went a little early. Hasn't faced off much this year.
And possession to Wells. Miles
A little
Anderson.
impatient. And Anderson gets a face-off win. Down to Hart. Quick pass into Dooley. Oh, Hot Sauce had a chance. Looks like he got checked right at about the time he went to shoot. All outside to Cates. Cates up the right side. Ooh, looks in the middle. There's Quinn Howells. Quinn picks it up. Little toe drag. Ball passed down there and out of bounds to the Trojans.
Nice check by
George Van
Grant Powers.
Schoik.
Wells ball.
George Van Schoik has checked in at attack for the Generals, the senior attackman. Ball passed up to the left. It looks like it was tipped by Skelton. Nice call there by
Ball
Zebra.
tipped out by Grant. Will remain Wells possession.
Saw it clearly. Quickly inside. And they're gonna pull it back out and set it up. Hart had an idea with Dowling, and Dowling chose to give it back out to Hart. Castellano with the ball down the right side. He gets it back on top. Over to D. D with the dodge to the right. And he'll go to X. Dowling with the ball being harassed there by U. I'm sorry, that's Skelton. Skelton on him. Back up top to Eli. I'm sorry, to the island. To Eli, a little outside of the island. Ball passed across the top. Anderson unable to pick it up. Martin on him. And it looks like we're going to get a penalty. Flag was thrown. Not sure who
Flag down.
that was on. Looks like it's on Liam Martin.
It's going to be a Grant penalty.
No signal yet. The referees are conspiring here. I should say consulting, not conspiring. Referees do not conspire. They consult. We talk it over, and now we'll get the call. I believe it's going to be a push, which will be a 30-second penalty. No, it was called a slash, I believe.
Looks like it's going to be a slash on Grant.
That's a 1-minute penalty.
1 minute in the box.
So the constitutional scholar, Liam Martin, will take a seat, and the Trojans will have a minute to play man up. They initiate from front center. Quick pass. Oh, Dowling was there. Lost it in the lights, and the ball squirts out of bounds.
And ball out of bounds, possession to Grant.
So Grant gets the ball back with this Dieter. Will jog it up down the middle of the field. As the Generals look to break the ride, down a man. Here comes you. They got a guy back. They don't. Referees don't see it. Oh, they weren't offsides. I was wrong. Quinn Howells was there on the far side. He was just near the bench. No offsides. Warner has the ball, and he's waiting for the substitution. Handed there by Anderson. Looks like Warner's going to stay on. They are still down a man, so the double team comes. Swing and a miss there by McCoo. Anderson's coming over for the double. Warner running away. He's running down the side. He's able to split the defense. Still running away, just trying to kill time. Keeping that ball in one hand, precariously tucked, and is able to kill the penalty. Nice job by the senior thespian, Emmett Warner. Quite a dramatic talent.
And teams are back to even strength.
In the theater and on the field. Nice job, Emmett. So the Generals will start again from the top. Ball comes out to Henry Southern. A lanky senior puts the ball in his left hand, goes topside, comes all the way around, he's looking inside for the shot. Ball is down. Nice play there by number 5, Sam McCoo. And they're going to get him for a push. Might have to disagree with that one. Nonetheless,
call a push on Wells. Grant keeps possession.
Liam Martin has it in his right hand. He'll initiate from the top. He does drive right this time. The right-handers had the ball in his left hand most of this game. Pass inside. Ooh, looking for Van Schoik. Just a bit high. Down there, Ramsey on the ball. And we got, it looks like we got a push on the Generals. Ramsey, who didn't start the game, has been in most of the action since he's been in the game. Nice job by George down there. And the Trojans get the ball back. Ball's in the middle of the field. Sam McCoo, dependable ball handler. Oh, throws it over to the right side. Indeed, unable to corral it. Ball bounces out of bounds. Generals get it back. Pass down to Liam Thompson. He's unable to get that. Getting a little bit sloppy. Thompson picks it up, and they'll settle. Generals able to get it back, and now they'll settle themselves on offense. See if they can't get something going. 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Southern over to Lewis. 27 seconds. Back to Southern. Southern with a head of steam. Stutter step. Stops himself. Goes to the right. Still right. Back underneath to Grube. Grube over to, is that Brower?
10 seconds.
10 seconds left. 8, 7, they're counting down. Looking up top, Liam Thompson passes the ball in the middle. Oh! Pass the ball to Miles Whiteford right on the crease. Whiteford going
Wells
left.
makes a defensive stand to end the third quarter. Ivy Wells, Barnett 1, Grant 11.
Miles Wells caught the pass on the crease on the left side, went back to his right, and from point blank range had a shot. But Ethan Volk, the Ida B. Wells goalie, was there for a save at the buzzer. Great save by the senior goalie, Ethan Volk. So at the end of 3, your score, Generals 11, Trojans 1.
25 years.
We are in the second to last game, second to last week of the season. Each team will have another game this week and then 2 more games next week. For those of you that are watching, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do. If we get 100 subscribers, I'm told we get our own channel name. So, hey, there's something to work for. If you're watching now and you haven't subscribed, press the button. Help us out. So 1 more quarter here. And a great night for lacrosse. Both teams playing hard. No injuries yet. Always a blessing. We'll play 12 more minutes.
Set to begin the fourth quarter here at Ida B. Wells Barnett High School.
But I think, like, I really want to take just to get the word out. Like, everybody was on.
Miles Anderson set to take the face off for Wells.
You know, I mean, I also really not.
So, walking to the face-off center X, Miles Anderson for Ida B. Wells and Damon Shorey for your Grant Generals. Looked like Miles Hess tried to sneak on at the midfield and was called off by the coach. That spot given to Liam Martin. In a sportsmanlike gesture, he and Eddie Cannell slap hands to get ready for the fourth quarter. Well played game so far by both sides. Trojans still without a penalty. Face-off win cleanly by Damon Shorey. Gets it over to Sam Skelton with an around the back flip to Whiteford. Whiteford to Ibsen. You hear the call yellow. That's the bench telling the players to hold on a sec. We're substituting. So Whiteford will run it around a little bit till the Generals get the guys they want on the field, and now they've got it. Marshall Brower has checked in at the midfield for Grant. He gets a pass from Martin. Sticking his right hand, fakes left, and goes right anyway, drops it and picks it back up. Skip pass to Sully Kroger. Oh, Sully Kroger had a thought, decides not to unleash the beast, and instead gives it back up to Liam Martin. Liam Martin jogs down the right side to Kroger again. And they knock the ball around the outside. Van Schoik back there with Whiteford. They interchange back to Kroger. Kroger up top. Kroger with the ball in his right hand. He goes to the left. Look for the shot. Oh, ball goes down on the pass. Nope. Looks like the official, instead of calling a penalty, warned the Wells player to be careful with the stick and just awarded the ball back to the Generals. No penalty. Ball gets bounced to Epson.
Ball out of bounds.
And he's unable
to. Will be behind the goal in the restart.
Unable to corral. Grant Towers will take it in for the Trojans. To the middle of the field to Deeb. Deeb looking for help. He'll flip it back to Towers. Oh, quickly. That Schoik was there. Unable to pick it up. Looks like he may have got one in the toe. Still White's ball. They've got 20 seconds to get the ball across the line. No telling how much time they have left on the clock. Towers takes it in. He's walking. No urgency here. He's got 20 seconds to get across midfield. The clock should still be running from the first attempt. Van Schoik is trying to keep him from going across. Deeb met there by Ibsen. A nice job by Deeb to get the ball across the line. Knocked momentarily out of his stick by Ibsen and then pushed out of bounds by Martin. And here comes Sam Skelton. Big head of steam. He sees Ibsen, touches it in, and decides to pull it back out. Ball comes to Martin, and the Generals will substitute. Martin holds. Coming into the game is Jackson Schlicker and Noah Lewis. So Schlicker, Lewis, and Martin at the midfield. It's like Ibsen, Whiteford, and Grube at attack. Liam weaves his way around the top. Underneath the Whiteford, now back to Ibsen. Ibsen driving inside. Ball on his right hand, comes back up top. Skies it a bit. Ball goes through. They play advantage. Big chance here by Eli Hart going towards the goal. And unable to pick it up as Eli Cates screams over from the help side and is able to pick up the ground ball for the Generals. Nice play by the junior long stick, Eli Cates. Dieter looks to the far side. Hits you. You up. Ball's passed in the middle. There's Ibsen. Ibsen with the ball in his right hand. Rowan Ibsen gets his first varsity goal of the season on a pass from Elliot Fee. Nice feed by Elliot Fee. I believe that's his second assist of the game and Rowan Ibsen's first goal. Sophomore to junior connection gives the Generals a dozen. Miles Anderson will trot out to the center X to face off against Sam Skelton. Looks like Miles Hess was able to sneak his way onto the midfield. He's on the near hash mark against Eddie Cannell. If my eyes were better, I'd give you who was on the far side. Must be foggy. Couldn't be the age. Sam Skelton is able to pull that ball out and picks up the ground ball. He's going to cage with the right hand, shoots and scores. Sam Skelton and
10 goal for Grant.
Sam Skelton in DIY mode wins the face-off, wins the ground ball, and scores on a bounce shot. Nice play by Sam Skelton. 8.5 minutes left in the ball game. Anderson and Skelton will go at it again. Looks like Emmett Warner on the far side against Sam McCoo, the senior midfielder for the Trojans. Warner's able to pick up the ground ball. Generals win the faceoff. Warner touches it in, and he'll come back to Hess, and Hess will hold the ball. Hess back to Warner. No one on him. He jogs in the middle. No interest. Emmett is simply playing his defensive midi role. He gives the ball back to an offensive player and trots his way off. Very unselfish play by the senior, and they're going to leave him on. So Emmett Warner gets pushed back out there, and Liam Thompson drives down the right side up to Warner, and Warner will get a shot. Bounces it. I'm going to give the goalie a save there.
Grant, saved by Ethan Volk.
There we go.
Possession will stay with Grant.
Ethan Volk with a save. Ibsen brings it in. Back over to Whiteford. Whiteford drives to the right. He's met there nicely by Ramsey. Having a good game is George Ramsey. Ibsen had it momentarily, gets knocked away, and who else? George Ramsey. Ground ball. Picks it up and
Ramsey with the steal. Possession of
looking
Wells.
for help through the middle of the field, slicing and dicing his way. Nice play by Ramsey. Hits Deeb. And Deeb is going to clear the ball to the midfield. Nice play by George Ramsey. Good clear by Deeb. Deeb is now being harassed by two. And a flag goes up.
Flag down. It's going to be a 30-second penalty on Grant for holding.
Call is holding. Looked like Emmett Warner got his stick tied up in Akira Deeb's body, and that resulted in a hold call. Cannot impede another player's progress by holding them with your stick or your arms. And that's what the referee saw happen there. And now for 30 seconds, the Trojans will have a man-up advantage. Ball goes on top to Hart. Hart gets the ball again from Anderson, thinks about it, shoots it, and the ball goes out directly behind the cage, and Lucas Dieter, hustling
Shot
from the
Eli
goalie
Hart.
position, is able to back it up
Grant takes over
himself.
possession.
That's a shot. As an offensive player, you normally want to see one of your teammates down there behind the goal in case you miss to get the ball back, and Dieter was able to hustle and get it back for the Generals. Pass in the middle, over to Grube. Grube looked like he was going for the underhand shot. Off his defender. Picked up there by McCoo.
Sam McCoo comes out of the scrum
McCoo
with the
brings
ball
it
for
back to
Wells.
the goalie. Now
Pass
Volk.
back to Ethan Volk.
Volk in the middle of the field being chased there by Van Schoik. Pass up to midfield. Ball down. Dowling has it. Nice play by Dowling. Ball knocked away. Picked up by... So
And
Dowling,
that's a timeout for Wells.
Dowling being harassed there by several Generals. The Ida B. Wells coach saw him in trouble and called timeout, and was awarded the ball as the timeout was called when he had possession. So with 5.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, your score 13-1 Grant, timeout on the field, Ida B. Wells. Great time to hit that subscribe button for those of you listening at home. Next on the...
Maybe start Damon. Call out the D. Looks like Grant has put in some saves.
So we've got some replacements, so we'll try to get We'll try to get who's come into the game. I saw Everett Berry has checked in, it looks like, on the defensive end. You know, George Van Schoik and Sam Grube, a senior attackman, have checked in for the Generals. Looks like you, Howell, and Berry on the defensive end for the Generals. So the three sophomores, are holding down the fort at the defensive end. For Grant at midfield, it looks like you've got Warner, Hess,
coming out of the timeout, possession Wells.
Martin. Wells will have the ball at midfield. They have not touched in yet. They'll have 10 seconds to get the ball into the box.
Sam McCoo will be starting up top. Make that a care D.
D picks up the ball. He gets the ball down to Castellano. Castellano back to D. We are even. 6 on 6. McCoo over to Hart. Hart back to D. D with the right-hand dodge. Gets down the right-hand side. Turning on Hess there. Hess looking for the check. It's the bottom of the stick. D with the ball comes inside, and Hess is able to go around the back and wrap check. Ball comes out. It's an attackman playing midi. Ball up to Martin. Martin faced up there. Oh, by Hart. Martin's still in trouble. Will pull it out and look for help. Up to Hess. And Hess gets the ball across the midfield line. Constraint there by Martin, and they're able to get the ball across midfield. Pass from Hess to Ibsen goes to the ground. Ball still down. Chance at it there for Martin to pick up the easy ground ball, and he gets it back up top to Hess. Off the field goes Emmett Warner, this time with a long stick. The defensive midi can carry the short one or the long one, apparently. Multi-talented senior. And he will roll it across. Hess rolls the ball across to his fellow midfielder, and he'll get a chance to dodge. Ball in his right hand from the goalie's top right. Pick to the left, goes to the right. Pass inside. There to Martin. Martin up top. 25 feet inside to Sam Grube. Oh, just outside. That was Schlicker with a nice little pass to Grube. Grube gets buried on the shot. Good defense by the Trojans. Ball goes to Ibsen. Ibsen to Martin. Martin looks on top to Schlicker. Schlicker jogs to his right. Looking for the dodge. He's going to go left. Comes topside. Still looking inside. Nothing there. Ball's in his left. Ball's back to his right. Skies one up top to Martin. Martin over to Hess. He's down low to Rick Ibsen has the ball at X. He dodges up to the right. Finds help with Schlicker. Schlicker with a dodge. Goes left. Thinks about shooting. Thinks better of it. Gets it over to Van Schoik. Van Schoik inside to Hess. Oh, that's Grube. I'm sorry. Ball slips out of Grube's stick. Picked up there by McCoo. Up ahead to his defender, number 25, Cannell. Cannell's got 3 guys on him. Spins back around. Oh, nice little play there. Dipsy-do.
Nifty work by Eddie Cannell as he brings it across midfield.
Ankles not included. Oh, but he gets chased down from the backside. Tried to see who that was. Damon. No, that's Emmett Warner. Emmett Warner is able to check the ball out of the stick, but then gets called for a push. And the Trojans get the ball.
Be Wells' possession up top.
The referee explained it was a push in the back. Because the ball was loose, there was no penalty, but the Trojans do get the ball back. So they'll take it up top, and D will initiate from the midfield. Goalie's top left. Pass inside. Almost a hockey play there by Dowling, trying to get it through. Bounces across the top. Spencer Litwin corrals it. Gets it back up to Hart. Hart with a nice move on Howells. Driving down the left side. He'll go back up top. Ball on the turf. Anderson unable to corral it. goes through for an over and back call. And the Generals get the ball.
And
Warner
over
picks it
back
up quickly.
possession to Grant.
He looks in the middle.
That was a good lift by Ibsen to allow
As a guy on the top, that's Sam Skelton with a short stick. Rips one, and that
And
is
shot and a goal from Sam Skelton.
that's a hat trick for Skelton. Normally a long stick midi. Looks like Skelton and Warner exchange sticks as the long stick goes short stick and scores a goal. And then Warner to Sam Skelton. The two seniors combining there to give the Generals their 14th goal of the game. A minute left in the ball game. 1 minute. Michael Cannell lines up on this side with Henry Southern. Miles Anderson will face off against Emmett Warner. Just under a minute. Quick whistle, ball gets kicked out there by Anderson. Unable to pick it up. Elliott Fee does. Ball goes downfield to Grube. Grube looking for Ibsen, not there. Next couple moves. Now he goes to X. That's the George Van Schoik. I said Ibsen, it's George Van Schoik. He loses the ball. Nice check by George Ramsey. I'm going to call him your player of the game for Ida B. Wells. George Ramsey has been everywhere on defense tonight for the Trojans.
George Ramsey dislodges another ball.
There's a play up the middle. Noah Lewis picks it off. Does not go to goal. 13 seconds left. Will the Generals try to get one more or will they hold? Looks like they're going to hold. Elliott Fee will take the ball out harmlessly to GLE. And that's your ball game.
And that's the ball game tonight. Ida B. Wells by net 1, Grant 14.
So thank you all for joining our simulcast. The next game will be on Thursday night at 7 o'clock. We hope to have you back with us then. Until then, have JV game tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. And that'll be against Ida B. Wells. Ida B. Wells. So JV tomorrow at 6 o'clock. So again, thank you all for joining, and we will see you next time.